Oh, is that? Oh, that's probably just adding to what the chip's making him think. Is there any chance he can be saved? I want him to be saved. You gotta be kidding me. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to The Bad Batch Season 1, Episode 15, and I cannot wait to get into this one now. After seeing where the last one ended, we have Hunter trapped with the Empire, and he's just been separated from the group. So now the Bad Batch are without a leader, so honestly, Omega's going to have to step up and just fill that role in some way, which will be honestly really cool to see that development come through, to see her become a full strategist for the team. Then of course we had the confirmation that Gregor is alive, and he was the guy who survived the explosion, like he survived that giant explosion. And what I'm hoping is that Rex comes back with his final. I really want that, because he was in the last episode. He's the one that recruited the Bad Batch to save Gregor, and now Gregor's injured, so he can't get him in the fight again. So put Gregor back with Rex, and then recruit Rex again to help free Hunter. That's what I'm really hoping for. And then on the Empire side of things, this is where it gets confusing for me. So first you have Crosshair, and he's now with Hunter, so that's going to be great. I don't know what Crosshair wants with Hunter. That's what's confusing me. Like, I guess it's the traitor thing, isn't it? Does he just want to kill Hunter? But then again, I'm thinking there's stuff that Rampart said in the whole Ryloth arc where he was like, what if they were on their side? So I almost feel like they might try and experiment on them and try and get another chip in their head to convert them over to the Empire, which will be so bad. But like, I honestly, Crosshair's motivation, I almost feel like there's more to it. I'm not sure what Crosshair is doing. I know it's the chip, but is it just the chip? Is there more going on? It's like, I want more information on that side of things. And then you have the Kamino stuff. That is, I need so much more on that. There's so much going on there. They've evacuated all the clones from it, and I'm assuming they might have killed the Prime Minister, Lama Su, but we didn't hear any gunshots. The doors closed and he was with soldiers with guns. Don't know if that's killing. We didn't hear any sounds, so that means he could show up again, but I'm going to assume death just for now. And then, of course, you have Nala Se, who's the head scientist. She was recruited by the Empire. Rampart said that they have use for her. That is concerning. Their whole speciality is cloning. If not for clones, what are they going to clone for? That is, and like we now have seen Rampart in action. He's terrifying himself, so I've got no idea what he could be planning for. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. We're picking up, well, are we picking up straight after? Oh wait, no. Okay, no we're not. This is Empire. I thought that was, okay, never mind, I'm getting confused with ships. Where are you taking him? So you're not staying on the weird new military base? Where are you going?
Where are we going?
Thank you.
Using my comm won't work.
Yeah, no.
I know it's a trap.
Very easily.
They'll still come for you.
He knows them. I don't. Okay, you're such a good antagonist. You know exactly what moves they'd make, but you don't know what moves Omega would make. That's the key. She needs to lead.
We have to get back to Darrow and rescue Hunter.
We can't go anywhere until the ship's fixed.
Then again, she is maybe emotional right now, so maybe she isn't thinking that right, because they do need to fix the ship first. But if she just wants to get off and go, that's not the best idea.
I left Gregor with Sid. She wasn't too happy about it. What else is...
Okay, so Greg is with Sid. So you're not going to go find Rex?
His communication device has just been activated. Appears he is no longer on Darrow.
Okay, you know.
What do you mean?
Come on, think.
Where is he?
Please think. You know it's a trap. Where have you gone? That's a lovely sight. Going to Kamino? Why are they going here? Okay, so not fully evacuated. Oh no, they are going to try and turn him, isn't he? This is the perfect place to do it. This has got all the stuff. This is where the chips are from, I guess. They're going to try and turn him.
So you're the one they call Hunter. The destruction your squad caused on Ryloth got my attention.
Great, yeah, he's going to turn them. He's going to try and turn them.
I leave this to you, Commander. Stay on schedule.
I mean, this is such a bad idea. Like, they implant the chips as, like, babies, or like, even before that, like, during development. How is it going to work doing it to a full-grown adult?
If his plan fails, none of them will be a problem any longer. Keep an eye on things.
Yes, Admiral.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Wait, did you say it's Crosshair's plan? What's Crosshair's plan?
The Empire wants us to come to Kamino. I'm uncertain as to why.
Please, think.
To a landing pad that we can use into Poker City.
Every platform down there will be swarming with troopers.
They've kind of left.
Trust me.
Okay, so yes, Omega is planning. That's good. Crosshair shouldn't be able to predict that. If he manages to predict it, I'll be so annoyed.
I'm only seeing 3 cruisers. Where's the rest of the fleet? Who cares? It's a good thing.
No, it's not. Never think that. All the worst things will definitely happen. What are you gonna see? What are you gonna see when you get there? Okay, I'm finding it quite difficult to see you, so hopefully the Empire can't see you either.
There is nothing here.
You have to get lower.
Lower? That's ocean. Why lower?
Lower.
You just trust her. She's been with you for a long time.
It's the only way to activate the platform.
Hold on.
Really?
Scanners are picking up a large structure directly beneath us.
Okay, this is awesome. What? Ooh. Secret landing thing. Awesome. Wait, so who knows about that? So no one knows about it, not even the Empire? I feel like this is just more Nala safe secrets that we don't really know about.
Landing was only one problem. How are we going to get into the city?
Yeah.
Take the tube system.
The what?
Tubes. What's she doing? Okay, she's in her element. I'm loving this. Yep. Okay. Yeah. She's definitely leading here. What is that? Okay. Bunch of new stuff.
Come on.
Okay. This really is a weird tube system. Wow. This reminds me of the Moncala arc where they had those weird tube covered things. It's cool that both like aquatic places are using them.
Omega, how did you know this existed?
Yeah.
Let's say this tunnel leads to her private research lab.
Private research work. Okay, so we are getting more secrets there.
It doesn't matter. Saving Hunter is what matters.
Okay, so we are going to get that mother-daughter relationship from Nala, Say, and Omega, so that's definitely a thing. And she clearly trusted Omega a lot.
Where are all the ranks?
When did you start caring about them?
No Kaminoans either.
Making conversation.
This facility's being decommissioned.
Yes, but why?
Because the Empire will be phasing out clones next.
Yep.
Not the ones that matter.
Oh, dear. I don't like the look of this.
But we lost them below scanner range.
It's them.
But you lost them.
Don't bother. They'll come to us.
True.
They don't leave their own behind most of the time.
Oh!
Didn't have a choice.
And I did.
Okay, that's okay, personal vendetta then. So is he actually feeling personally hurt by it? Is that, oh, that's probably just adding to what the chips, making him think. He thinks he's been left behind. But Omega told him about the chips. How much does he know? Is there any chance he can be saved? I want him to be saved.
That looks like every other Kaminoan lab to me.
Not exactly.
Why? What?
Most into Poker City don't know about it.
What is it? What does she have going on here?
I don't get it. What's so special about this lab?
Thank you, please answer.
It's where I was created.
Ooh.
You all were here too.
Okay.
Your mutations were enhanced in this room. Experimental Unit 99 began right here.
Ah. Okay, so we're getting all that.
It was only for a short time before you were sent to be with the other clones.
Okay, so they okay, so I guess the information that they are mutation, would they say it was an accident? Well, no, because we know it's purposely done. But why would they keep it in a separate place?
Do not shoot. I am AZ-345-211.
I see.
Yay!
Soldiers were deactivating droids and forcing key Kaminoan medical personnel onto transport.
Ah.
Those who resisted were eliminated.
Oh, so yeah, people are dead.
These were other soldiers. All clone troopers were reassigned and transferred off-world.
Yes, but where?
Exception of CT-9904.
Crosshairs here.
Yeah.
It is not safe here, Omega. You must leave.
We
Oh.
can't. Not without Hunter.
Found him.
Yeah.
His comm is pinging from the central cloning platform.
Yes, but you gotta think what the crosshair is there. Don't just go charging in.
I've seen what the Empire's doing. Occupying planets and silencing anyone who stands against them.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's not right.
You still don't see the bigger picture.
I mean, how much of it is the chip and how much of it is just him?
Can't you see they're using you? It's that inhibited chip in your head.
Thank you.
It's making you follow.
And interrupted.
Authorized entry on platform 5.
Right on schedule.
Great, so they're just falling into his plan right now. Are they just trying to eliminate them all, or are they trying to capture them and then implant chips in their heads? What is his plan? Because it's Crosshair's plan now, it's not Rampart's. This was Crosshair's idea. But now they have two outliers, AZ and Omega. So hopefully they can mess with what Crosshair is thinking. Don't like this, way too empty. Granted, this decommissioned facility, but you should have some personnel moving. No, it is, but why do I feel like that's just planted? I don't trust anything.
AZ, you said all the clone troopers were gone?
Those are not clone troopers.
Yeah.
TK troopers.
TK. Okay, so they have a name, so not stormtroopers yet, TK troopers.
Wait, Hunter's on the move. This way.
No, don't. Can you think about this at all? They're gonna fall right into a trap. It's gonna be so annoying. It's probably not even Hunter. They're just following the little ping device.
Hunter is directly above us.
The training room.
Training room.
Crosshair's waiting. He'll pick us off. Oh, he's waiting.
Why we will not be going in through the main entrance like he would expect.
No, you can't think of the plan. Let someone else think of the plan.
Omega, wait here.
No, we should stick together.
Yes, and she should think of the plans.
Crosshair's after us, not you. Stay out of sight. Things go south. We'll send you a signal.
Great, so you three are gonna get captured and Omega's gonna have to deal with this whole thing by herself. That is just wonderful. This is gonna be over so quickly. They're gonna be captured so quickly. Yep.
Well, guess you're wrong about that.
Yep.
Together again. You won't be needing your weapons.
I can just listen to Omega. Well, no, at least Omega didn't go with them, but Omega needs to make the plans.
Following orders isn't so difficult.
Come on, can you save him? I want him to be saved.
Where's your little sidekick?
Lie.
Bring her here. We're smarter than that.
Lying was never your strength, Wrecker. Find the kid.
Great, so no way, so he's even thinking about that? Is there nothing that he's not thinking about?
It's the signal.
Per CT-1409's instructions, we should flee to the research lab.
No, something went wrong.
Yep,
We have to help them.
think of something. What is that? What have you found? What are you gonna mess with? What is this? Oh, these are the new training things that they had at the start. These are the things that were such a pain to deal with. They brought those back. This is awesome. And they're in the training room. It's perfect.
We're running out of time, Commander.
Hold your positions.
What do they want to do?
Bring us here and kill us.
If I wanted you dead, you would be.
So what does he want with them?
Betrayed everything we stood for.
No.
We're loyal to each other, not some empire.
You weren't loyal to me.
Oh, that is personal hurt, is feeding the chip.
You may have forgotten, but I haven't.
Oh.
Why, I'm going to give you what you never gave me.
What is it? What?
A chance.
They're gonna implant the chips. Is that what he's thinking is a chance? Or does he just want them to join the Empire willingly without the chip? Did she activate them? Oh no, she's gonna get caught.
Think I've almost got it.
Quickly, now! Quickly, do it! AZ?
I found the girl.
Send her on a shuttle off-world.
Huh?
It's for her own good.
You don't want to kill her? Or do whatever it is you're doing with them?
Living among fugitives where she's in constant danger. I want to protect the kid and let her go.
Yeah, what?
Pretending to be something you're not, Hunter. We're not like the Regs.
Okay, he's actually sounding pretty good.
We're superior.
Okay.
Empire can't protect the galaxy without strength. This is what we were made for.
Okay, no, there's the craziness and the evil in the chip. But he didn't want to harm Omega. That's interesting.
We were brothers once. We can be again.
They don't have a choice. They have no choice. Just go along with it.
Why would we trust you?
What is he gonna do?
Stand down.
Negative, Commander.
Oh, what was his plan to begin with? Is the chip wearing off? What is this? No, it's not, because it's still Empire. I'm so confused.
Does that answer your question?
Not in the slightest. What are you doing?
I'm kinda in the middle of something.
Come, AZ, press buttons. Yes! Okay, thank you. Activate all of the robots.
I did it.
Now let's hurry.
Yep, they're gonna spring up.
Join the Empire, and you will have purpose again.
I'm so conflicted about Crosshair right now. He is coming across as so sincere.
Don't get who we are, do you?
It's the chip.
Don't make the same mistake twice.
You-
Don't become my enemy.
He wants his brothers back.
We never were.
Oh. Oh, yeah, but here we go. Okay, good, you got him down. Yeah, but those... dear.
Why'd you activate the droids?
This was not my doing.
Mm-hmm. They're taking him down a whole lot easier than last time.
I believe you may have activated a few too many droids.
Yeah.
See that, AZ?
It's fine, you did well. Oh, no. Crosshair, come on. Whack him in the head. Okay, yeah, that's way too many droids. Okay, see, you're on... What is he doing? Fighting alongside them. I don't like this. They're still the chip, and so... Wait, no, they must have, worn off because he's not executing them for being traitors. Something's happening with him. There's that trooper. What's he doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Whose side do you think is on?
Admiral, the commander lost control of the situation.
Yeah.
All remaining forces out. Let the clones die together.
Yeah. So okay. So maybe wait. Could he be saved? Empire's abandoned him. Can he be saved? Is the chip has had weird things? You're not like, it's weird. It's not as strong as it was. Is it like degraded now? Okay, yeah, they're abandoning him. Come on. And off you go. Yep. Okay, he's officially been abandoned. Now, what happened? I mean, this is a perfect place to try and cure him. This is where the chip happens.
And the chief scientist?
Secured. The cloning technology is now firmly under Imperial control.
Great, that's what they wanted.
Very good, Admiral.
I hate you so much.
Fire when ready.
Fire? What are you doing? Tarkin, what is your plan? What are you doing?
Move into position.
They're going to destroy Kamino. No way. This is what they choose to do with this planet and everything. Okay, so maybe Crosshair can't be cured. There's no time. They've got to get out of this and then try and cure him. But then, oh great, how can they get rid of the chip? And he's still technically not on your side. He's just trying to fight with his brothers because they have a common enemy at the minute, and that's just the droids, not the Empire. Head? What? Maybe, please. Come on, no.
Forget the Empire.
Please.
This isn't you.
You're gonna get blown up, aren't you? You're all gonna get blown up.
Inhibitor chip. We can help you.
Yes, please.
Wrong. No. I had my chip removed.
You gotta be kidding me.
Long time ago.
Well, how? When? What? Wait, what?
Since when? Does it matter?
So he's fully on board with the Empire?
This is who I am.
No. Well, the Empire's abandoned him now, so maybe. You're gonna get blown up. No, wait! Stun. Good, thank you. Capture him and just try and do. You can't leave him here. Okay, but that's still really nice. That means everything so far has been his choice. When did that happen? I need to know. Like, at what point did you get it removed? Was it after the engine fired his face? Like, they actually let him get it removed. That's interesting. Save him.
Three Venators are descending on the city. We need to leave.
Okay, they have warning. They're not going to get surprised by being exploded. Come on, leave.
Ricker, grab Crosshair. He's coming with us.
Thank you. Save him. Oh, she did so well here. Come on, please leg it. Please get out quickly. You should have no one around here now that can get in your way. Everyone should be off because they're blowing up the city. You should be fine now. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. This is awful. Just seeing the whole place empty. Wow. Okay, this place is really getting destroyed, isn't it? There's no stopping them. They are actually going to just destroy it, and they've just shown off the emptiness of it all.
Open fire.
Okay, yeah, you are pure evil. Oh. This is awful. So the home place of the clones. Oh, great, no! Lift is gone. How well can you swim? They don't know about the platform, so your ship is fine. You just need... Oh, no. I hate you. Okay, you're a brilliant villain right now. Oh, they're taking all the support on Foundation. You're just gonna go in the water. How on earth can you get out of this? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can shield you from... No, don't end. It's ending. Yep, okay, that took a long time to end, but yeah, it ended. Okay, there's a lot of stuff to shield them from all of that, so they should be fine, and they may be just a little bit injured, but now, how on earth can they should be assumed dead then, so at least that's kind of a good thing. They're not going to die, obviously, so they'll be at least have some surprise, and maybe just stay out of the Empire's radar then? Can that work? Okay, so that was crazy. Crosshair does not have the chip, and he's been choosing to fight for the Empire this entire time, so that is horrifying. Maybe now, no, because he's knocked out when he realizes, no, he doesn't even know the Empire did what they did to him. He doesn't realize that they basically let him die and was going to kill him. Yeah, that's so annoying. Hopefully he does realize it, or otherwise that's just going to be really frustrating. Like, I want him to be saved, but this is so annoying. He's chosen to do it, all of this. This is his choice. So that's going to be so much more difficult to win him over. It's like trying to change Tarkin to become good. That's not going to happen, but Tarkin has nothing. Crosshair has his brothers, at least. Can they convince him to give up the Empire? How, like, what kind of a chance do they have there? Well, that twist is just fascinating. Like, all this time, the whole where they'd gotten to was because of that stupid chip that activated in Crosshair from the first episode. That's where it all started. Then we got to see it it enhanced or made stronger, and now it was just they let him remove it. That's got to be some trust to just let him remove the chip, unless that was just their Rampart's plan to begin with, trying to get rid of clones. Let him remove the chip, so then I guess it's easier to get rid of him because then you more chance of him turning. So yay, clone, bye bye. But yeah, that is. So I need to know when he was allowed to take that out. I've got to assume around the time with the engine where his face got scarred, because that was a Hunter looked at the side of his face with a scar. He got it during the engine thing. So did he get it removed then? I mean, I would assume it had some kind of damage, but the fact that he's chosen to remain with the Empire after all of this is awful. Is that like a residual effect of the chip, or is it just his loyalty to what he's known? And I'm so surprised that he's actually chosen the Empire over his brothers. That's actually the choice. It's not the chip whatsoever. And like this, it makes me feel so bad for him as well, because he feels abandoned by his brothers. That's what he's feeling hurt. But now that they've saved him, hopefully, and the Empire's the one that's sort of let him die, maybe that will make him re-examine his allegiance, and hopefully he can be with the good guys again. So I really want the group back to how it was in the Clone Wars plus Omega, because Crosshair's such a cool character. His skill is amazing, and just seeing him with the chip was so annoying, because he's clearly the most villain-coded character with his design. It was all very dark, his voice, his hair was grey, and he looked evil. That was the given. But having him be a good guy was so interesting. But yeah, if any of them were going to turn, it was going to be him. But now that he's free, I want him to be part of the good guys again. I don't want him to stay evil like this and with the Empire. But yeah, there's so much going on in this episode. So we've got the whole Kamino thing. So Kamino's gone. So that's the kind of thanks they get from what they did for the Republic and now the Empire. But is that just the one city? How vast is Kamino? Because we know it's a giant planet. We know I don't know how much it's covered in ocean, because from what we've seen, it's just an ocean with this city on it. Is there any other cities that are still alive or functioning in some way that haven't been destroyed? Maybe this is the only cloning city and that's why it's been destroyed? Because of course they don't have the Death Star yet, I think. No, because it was first used on Senator Organa's planet. That's when it was first used. So they mustn't be able to use the Death Star now. So they've obviously gone and just tried to destroy the city. So I've got to assume that's this only city where they were capable of cloning, and that's where that happened. So it's not planetary wide, but they also removed all the Kaminoans and put them off-world. So was that the only city on the planet? Granted, the planet does look very hostile, so it would make sense if there's only one functioning place there. But yeah, it's so, that little thing at the end where they showed all the rooms that we've seen throughout Clone Wars, seeing the clones inhabiting those spaces. It was their home, the mess hall, the Bad Batch's bunks and all that, and the pods where you saw baby clones being made. All of that was just empty, and it felt so dead. It's so sad. The clones really. Did they die with the Republic then? Is that what sort of happened? The Empire really is just wiping away everything that the Republic had. The Clone Wars, even the clones now, are just wiped away. The Kamino is just gone. Still no answer on what's happened with Lama Su. Didn't get a clear indication of him dying. We just saw him stuck in a room with soldiers with guns pointed at him, but there was no sound. So he could be alive. We know, but now the actual cloning and Nala Se is with the Empire. So that is that whole thing. Doubt she's going to have as much freedom as she had on Kamino with Omega, so not sure what her situation is going to be. Still not a fan of her because of Fives and Tup thing. I'm going to hold on to that forever. But yeah, now where they've been left off, they are now stuck on this burning, rubbled city, which the foundations are gone. This place is going to sink. They're not going to have a lot of time to get back to their ship. Thankfully, they don't know where the Empire doesn't know where their ship was, so that should be fine. They just need to get to it. That's going to be the hard part. How good are they at swimming? Alrighty, this episode was quite crazy. So, big thing, Crosshair is not under the control of the chip. I guess that's kind of one problem solved, but it also creates another problem in the fact that he's actually chosen to do it willingly, and he's chosen to be with the Empire, and that's just his complete choice. That's really not great. Hopefully, though, after this event of the episode, I don't see him wanting to go back to the Empire. It feels like a pretty compelling argument. The Empire just tried to kill you, your brother saved you, go with your brothers. The Empire's dead to you. I'm really hoping he just turns good and he stays with the good guys now. He's such an interesting character, and having him be the villain is quite predictable, but I want him to be good. I want him to be good so badly. But yeah, this whole journey for him has definitely been incredible. Seeing how the chip first turned him, then he's chosen to basically go with the Empire full willingly, and he's not seen it as, I guess, he's not seen it as a bad thing. And that's just interesting in itself. Like, what drew him to the Empire? Why? I mean, it's obviously the pain of his brothers abandoning him. That's why he's chosen where to go. It's like it's a giant miscommunication. His brothers think it was the chip behind everything. They think the chip has forced him to be with the Empire. Turns out it wasn't, which isn't great. So Crosshair knows that. He doesn't realise his brothers don't know that. He thinks it was fully the choice and not the chip. So he's blaming his brothers for abandoning him for a choice that he made. And he wanted them to join the Empire willingly like him. That was not going to happen. But yeah, I'm just very hopeful that he can snap out of this thing and he can turn good, I guess. But like, I'm starting to realise there was little hints to this in the Ryloth arc. I thought he seemed different and he wasn't... the whole chip thing seemed different. So it must have been that he didn't have it in during Ryloth because he went against orders and he went against the plans. That's because he didn't have the chip in, and which is obvious now. And I think that's really interesting that they've managed to sort of pull that off in such a good way. But yeah, so Kamino, that is quite shocking. So is like all of Kamino gone now? Because it could just be the one city that's gone. That isn't all of Kamino. That's just where, I guess that would be their capital city. Nala Se is off-world, so she's alive. No idea what's happened with Nala Su. Is it Lama Su? So no idea what's happened with him. And all the cloning has now officially ended. So no more new clones. And it is just the new KT soldiers. So not stormtroopers yet. That hasn't happened. We've gone to KT. So that is quite interesting. But it is really cool to see the progression from, I guess, the clone troopers to stormtroopers now in depth. That's going in. So now we've had sort of the end of production of clones, and now it will be filled with stormtroopers. And I wonder how that's just going to affect things, because we know clone troopers are always better soldiers. They were programmed from birth to basically be soldiers. Clone troopers, on the other hand, aren't like that. They are just regular people who have gone into training. We don't know, but then again, that, I guess, makes it more diverse, because you could have mercenaries that have become clone troopers. You could have any type of person become a clone trooper. They could have special skill sets, whereas all the clones sort of had the same training and then would go into different things. You had a medic, you had ARC troopers. So I think stormtroopers will still be interesting, but they definitely should not be as good as the clone troopers were. I mean, I'm still shocked at the decision to just fully blow up Kamino, or at least that city. I'm going to say it's Kamino because that's the only place we see on Kamino. So that is gone, I guess. And I mean, I called it a while ago, like thinking about it. I said, like, because we had that whole thing with bounty hunters going after Omega and how Lama Su just wouldn't stop. There's nothing that they can do to stop him. Now they're kind of in the clear. No one's going to come after Omega from Kamino. Empire definitely doesn't care about her now. So she's in the clear. But it's quite shocking that that's actually a possibility. They've gone and destroyed Kamino. Death Star isn't even here, and yet the Empire is performing this amount of destruction. Though I do think it's quite considerate that they did evacuate most people off beforehand. The only people that I think were left are just the Bad Batch and Crosshair. No, it's the Bad Batch. Crosshair is part of the Bad Batch, and he will be good. So yeah, it's nice that they did get all the remaining clones off there. They got all the Kaminoans off there, but like, we don't know the full extent of that, because we know, I guess they didn't have plans for Lama Su, but did they get him off world? It's odd. And just seeing the Empire be sort of, oh no, because they see them all to have use. Clones are soldiers, add them to the military. When they die off, they can be replaced by new soldiers. That's it. They're just using them like that. It adds to the number of their army. And then the scientists, they have some weird cloning operation going on. So that's a thing that's happening that they want. And Nala Su is in there, so that's great. She's working on something clone related to the Empire. That cannot be good. But yeah, then just thinking about the Bad Batch themselves. So you had Hunter be captured. I love that he stunned Crosshair, so he clearly has hope for him. He wants to save him. Now that he knows it's not the chip, he's going to go and try and save him and try and make up for leaving him behind. So he's not going to leave him behind this time, which is great. Then the rest of them, I feel like they definitely needed to listen to Omega here. It was her plan that basically saved them. Her causing the distraction with the droids, that's what saved them. So it was Crosshair not being able to predict what she would do, which is perfect. But now, kind of, with Crosshair with them, it means Omega has less use, I guess, because their enemies also don't know what the Bad Batch would do now. Crosshair was their sort of That was the issue. He isn't an issue anymore unless he gets back to the Empire. So it feels like Omega has less importance as a strategist because Hunter was always their strategist. He comes up with great plans, and now none of their enemies know them as well as Crosshair did. And the only thing that could take Crosshair down was Omega. Now you have Omega and Hunter, so maybe there'll be a new purpose for Omega to take over. But yeah, I think this episode, I just wished we got to see Omega in more of a leading role, and then we got to see her come up with a full plan of what to do. And they didn't get, but of course they had to get captured with Crosshair. But yeah, I just wish that she came up with like a full plan of how to get Hunter back, and they just carried out to perfection. And Crosshair just got blinded by it. But they, of course, got captured. Rampart also seems different, like from what we've seen from him so far. At first, he seemed very cheery from the Empire, and then when we got to Ryloth, he seemed a lot more serious. He is a basically genius when he came up with his plan, and now he seems like he's grown cold. As he was talking to Tarkin, last time we saw that he was very smiley and he was very happy with the Empire, I think it was great. Now he's just cold. Seems like he's matured a lot from what... I mean, is it like how... I need past on him now. Because it seemed like he was just a new recruit brought into the Empire, and he was like, okay, yeah, you're an officer now. Do what you want to do or whatever, and you can do things. Does he have a military history? How new into this environment is he? Because it feels like he is this new person that's been brought in, and he's very enamored by the Empire, and then when he's realised what kind of struggle he has to deal with, that's when he's matured a lot, and that almost feels... it feels like he's grown older and wiser from this, and he's become less cheery and more serious. That is terrifying if that's true, because I can imagine him becoming much bigger of a threat then. Sadly, of course, Rex wasn't in this one, which I guess I can't blame him for, because, yeah, we didn't find out where he went. We know that Gregor is now with Sid, which she isn't happy about, so he's back there and, I guess, healing. So there must be some kind of reunion with Rex, because he's going to have to come and pick him up. I doubt the Bad Batch would go out their way to then take Gregor away, because Sid's not going to like that either. But yeah, now I just have to wonder how they're going to get out of their present situation. So we have Kamino falling apart around them. My only thought is maybe they can grab onto a bit of rubble and then float to where the landing platform is. That doesn't seem like it made for an interesting episode. So I'm assuming something else is going to end up going badly, or well, maybe. But they have a whole episode to fill now. They're dealing with Crosshair, they're dealing with the fallout of Kamino, and they still have to get back to their ship. I cannot wait to see what on earth happens there. Yeah, and then I think I just love the structure of this episode and how good it was, because it lulls you into this sense where you think you know sort of what can happen. You know that the Bad Batch going in, they're going to be tricked. It almost sets up this predictability in your mind. You know they're going to be trapped, and you think, oh yeah, Omega's going to be the one to save the day. But then it lulls you into the sense that you know what's going to happen, and then Crosshair just comes out with that whole twist that he isn't part of, that he doesn't have the chip, and that he's chosen to do that sort of... He's chosen to be part of the Empire willingly. The way they've set that up was so good. Just the way that they made the first part of the episode so predictable exemplified how shocking that revelation was, that he's actually chosen to do this thing. Yeah, I think I just love the technical aspect behind this stuff, that they managed to kind of make you think that you're comfortable in the knowledge of what you know, what you think you know is going to happen, and then you just twist it completely. Yeah, then I think lastly it's just Nala Se is very intriguing to me. So we've gotten a bit more info on her secrets, that she had a secret landing pad, a secret lab, or a private lab, where she created the Bad Batch. That's quite surreal, being able to go into the place where they were essentially born. So that is creepy, and it's the fact that the Empire want to use her now. She's clearly a genius in whatever she's doing. Was she the one behind the Bad Batch to begin with then? We know that she's the chief scientist, but what does that entail? Is she the one that's actually gone out of her way to think of how all this has worked? Is she the one that's basically created the clones? Because there's a lot I don't know about how the Kamino operates. We know that she is the chief scientist, but what does that mean? We know that... What was she behind? She was the one behind Tups and Fives, but like, was she like the creative, the designer basically of the clones? We know, I guess... I'd assume that she is now the one that sort of thought of the mutations to give to the Bad Batch. And that is what concerns me. If she's that genius to come up with them, because she might have been the one to actually make the clones out of Django's DNA, then from that, the Empire is now using her. So what on earth could that be for? And I feel like that's just even worse now. Like, it's bad enough if they grab a group of Kaminoan scientists who are smart in general and then make them work for the Empire, but to grab Nala Se, who's proven to be quite a big face for the Kaminoans, and now they're using her for whatever they're planning, that is just very concerning to me. There's a lot I want to know now about Nala Sue. We know that she has an attachment to Omega, which it humanizes her, I guess. It makes me want to know more about her. She isn't just an evil person who's following orders and trying to kill Tups and Fives. There's a whole lot more going on there. And it makes me wonder where like her loyalty lies, because she turned against Lama Sue to let Omega leave. So how is she going to deal with the Empire? There's a lot of questions I have about her now, and it's intrigued me so much. So yeah, with that said, that does bring us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode for the final of Season 1. See ya!